Alright, so today, in this video, if you can see from the title, I'm going to be teaching you how to solve this Crazy YiLeng puzzle. But first of all, you need to know a few things prior to solving this. You'll need to know how to solve a 3x3, mainly 3x3. And if you know how to solve a shapeshifter that has centers that need to be oriented like that Tuesday 3x3 dodecahedron that is mass morphing, then that will become useful when we're working on how to solve this. The solution I use does not require you to learn how to rotate the centers when you're finished with it, but it will come, you'll need to learn how to do that, but not really when solving this and with my method. So I'll get back to you once I finish scrambling this. Okay, so this looks like a decently good scramble. So one thing I forgot to tell you all before I actually scrambled it is that these pieces have a dominant color and a non-dominant color for most of the pieces except for the center pieces. Like for example this edge right here. There's this yellow sticker and then there's two other pieces which those are the non-dominant colors. But for example, like this corner piece where there's red right here and then there's yellow here, those will not count as they're almost equal, so I'm not counting that as non-dominant, but most pieces have those. So right now we're starting off with the white side. Find any of the edges with white on it, the three colored pieces, and then match it up with the center piece in the correct spot. So like for example this red, green, and white piece. It's already on the white center, but it needs to be, the center piece needs to be rotated in the correct spot so that it matches up flush with it. And then got this other edge piece needs to go into place. Other piece. But before you get the cross completely done, make sure that these center pieces that are on the middle layer, that's not this yellow center piece, have the centers rotated correctly so that the cross piece, the white edge cross piece, matches up with it. Yeah. And make sure they're matched up correctly. So now you've got it done to where you got this, the white cross, the white edges, all in place like this, and then the centers rounded should be solid with the edges. So now what you want to do is place in the corners. But the corners is not that super hard to do. So like let's say you have a case like this, where this corner needs to be needs to be rotated, and it's in the wrong place. So what you want to do is hold it so it's sort of like this, where it's sort of like 3x3, or U, or prime, U, prime, or U, or prime. Okay, you got that? Then this next case, when this corner is over here, this corner needs to be placed and like this, you do R, U, to R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. And then I got another case where same thing as that previous case, and need to place that in. This last corner. So in this case, it needs to go down, and the white sticker is on this side, but it fell off, so it goes F prime, R prime, F, R. Okay, you got that. And now we want to do is put in the middle layer. This middle layer, edges includes the trapezoid edges. The single colored edge pieces that look like this. So, what you want to do is see which side, if it's bigger or smaller, that should go down towards the white side. So in this case, this blue edge has bigger side up that needs to go down to the bottom side. So what you want to do is make sure you place it in place. If you have it so that it needs to go down, and like that you do U, R, U prime, R prime, U, F, U prime, F. But it's basically follow the algorithm on the screen, and I said it a little bit different, a little bit wrong. So in this case, you have the edge that needs to go down on this side, on the left side. So what you want to do is U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F prime, U prime, F. So those are the two only algorithms for the middle layer you're going to be needing. So now that you got those algorithms down, you can finish off the rest of the edges. This case, I got lucky for the top layer. Top layer, you can have all four edges rotated correctly, 2 edges flipped incorrectly, or 4 edges flipped incorrectly. If you have 2 edges flipped incorrectly, you have either these 2 or these 2. So let me get to the case where 2 edges need to be flipped. So in this case, you need to flip this edge with this edge. So you want to hold it in the case where you see this L up on top, and then these two are like this. What you want to do is F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, and F, U, no. Basically you want to do is F prime, R, U prime, R prime, F, L prime, U prime. No, U, and then L. And in this next case, you had 2 edges that are flipped. No, 2 edges that are flipped correctly, that are right across from each other. And then 2 edges that need to be flipped, that are across from each other. What you want to do is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F prime, R, F. So once you got that into place, look to see if any of the edges match up with the center, as in you can rub your finger across the edges and the center and they match. And if you don't have any of those that match up, then do this algorithm, the student algorithm. Do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Keep doing that until you get one edge matched up with the center. So in this case, I've already had one edge matched up with the center. And what you want to do is place that edge into the correct spot where it should go with the middle layer center. And then do that through an algorithm. RU, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime algorithm. Once or twice to get all the other edges in the correct spot. So now we're on to the corners. The corner needs to be rotated and then placed in the correct spot. So what you want to do is do this algorithm. R prime D R D prime, and then continue doing that as many times as you need to rotate the corner. And then once you get that corner rotated correctly, do the U-turn to rotate another corner. Okay, so I rotated these two corners, and trick to keep reminding you is if you do R prime D prime algorithm. You do that 6 times, you can get it back into the correct position. Like, for say, I do it on this one once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, and then 6. So 6 times would get it back to the soft state. So it's like if you do it like 2 times on this corner, then you know you're gonna have to do it like 4 times on the other corner, or so on and so forth. Okay, so now do it over to another corner, and then continue doing that over and over until you get all 4 corners oriented correctly. So now this last step is very similar to the previous step. Instead of doing that previous algorithm over and over, what you want to do is R prime, D prime, like you're pushing out the corner out of place, and then moving it over into the correct spot where it actually really needs to go, and then placing it in for the other 3 corners. So it's like you're replacing one corner from the bottom layer to the top, and then replacing, it's like you're swapping out these other corners. Yeah. So it's like that. And now that you understood how to solve this, it now will become a really fun puzzle to solve. I hope you enjoyed learning how to solve the Crazy YiLeng. If you have any question about the solve, or didn't understand how to do this one case, please let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible so that I can help you figure out how to solve this. I'm here to help you to understand how to solve this puzzle, but if you didn't already understand how to solve it, then continue watching the video over and over until you figure it out.